coming right up. They pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. We'll be right back for the tip. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. On Thursday, then on Sunday. The starting group for the visitors. We've got Washington. Jackson is out there with Rose. And there's Harper. Well, we're starting to creep, Clark, towards the midway point of the season. Isn't it amazing how fast this season can go by? You and I look at each other and say, wow, can't believe we're already here.
Well, you know, Kevin, I think it's a function of us getting older, if you will. They say times... to move faster the older you get, but clearly it's the same for the players as far as how fast the season goes. Opening night happens, and then before you know it, the All-Star game is coming up, and then you get to the backside of that, and it's usually all downhill to the playoffs and beyond. He may not be the biggest center in
inside. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Harper.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Parker. 11 points last game. He's covered by Rose. Clock at 4. A three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the inside, Jackson. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the middle. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Now here's Parker. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And foul on the shot. He'll... shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. First
you know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Clark, when you think of three-level scorers at the power forward position, Jabari Smith fits the bill.
Yeah, he runs like a gazelle and seems to never tire. I mean, the energy he plays with is contagious and seems limitless. He gets himself to the rim. He's got a sweet stroke. Well, I tell you, his future is really bright.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now, here's Harper. He had 15 points last outing. Over Lawson. No good with the elbow jumper.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Harper. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is Lawson. 17 points in his last outing. And it's Parker in the corner. Count the basket. Parker's got his second basket of the game.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Parker against Washington. Over to the wing. Now, here's Harper. Not a lot of room. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they put up this month.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
So both teams changing it up here. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Lawson with a screen on Davis. Into the lane. Rebound by Rose. Looking well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Pass to Washington. Back to Rose. Kicks it out to Garcia. No good on the 3. Young against Lawson. Guarded by Garcia. Puts up a deep 3. No good from Lawson. Now here is Davis. He's guarded closely. And the dunk by Rose.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Lawson. Nothing on the board. To the left wing. Here's the 3. A rebound by Washington.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Rose. Bounce pass Washington. Rose kicks to Washington. Rose sets the screen for Washington. Floats it up for Rose. And here comes Lawson leading the fast break. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Rose, a screen on Parker. And finished off by Rose.
Now flying high and throwing it down. with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Rose, he's checked in for Parker. And that one misses. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Rose. The kick out to Young. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another. But showing a lot of confidence and swag in his ball handling. Going to the crossover to shake himself free.
At the line for one. One shot.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
They got Jackson. Shea is out there with Young. And there's Harper. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Amin Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in action, and he can get downhill. Back to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Jackson has the open look. Offline with his three. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's the screen. Here's Rose. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Harper. And Young now, top of the key. And Garcia kicks to Jackson. Clock at 6. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred VanVleet. The heady vet will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing CJ McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He has come a long way. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. First one falls for him. And you look at the top players in the NBA, one thing a lot of them share in common, Clark, the ability to change speeds.
Yeah, they call it being shifty, herky-jerky, playing at your own pace. I love guys that never seem to be rushed. Something we see from SGA, Jalen Brown. All seem to have their own pace and cadence of play because of their remarkable fundamentals.
Lawson sets a screen for Parker. Shoots over Harper. Parker's shot is off. Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Harper, no good. Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Rebound by Garcia. Shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Young against Lawson. Outside, Garcia. There's Jackson with the 3. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
They set the screen to the paint. Outside for Lawson. Bounce pass from Lawson. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Rose is checked in for Garcia. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Back to Harper. Pass to Rose. And that one is stuffed right through.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Oh, here's Parker. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Rose can't hit the free throw line jumper. Gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Young pass to Rose. Harper against Parker. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. It's good on the putback.
Assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You look at Washington, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1. But you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Pass to Lawson to end the run. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Washington inside. Davis kicks to Jackson. Rose sets the screen for Jackson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 39% from the floor, at their best. Parker against Jackson. Pass to Watson. To the inside. Good work there as it goes. 5 points in the game.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Outside, Davis. Here's Jackson from outside the arc. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And for a guy who handles the ball so much, Fred VanVleet really takes care of the ball. He rarely turns it over.
Yeah, Freddie is steady, boy. I tell you, man. He is a guy who really squeezes that orange. You can trust him to push the pace and play slow and take care of it no matter what the circumstance is. I mean, his leadership, his clutch production, that guy is a coach's dream.
Right side, Davis. Rose kicks to Jackson. Now, Washington. He has yet to score. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Awesome with it. Here's the screen. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 13. Back to Washington. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in, and then Washington with the dunk.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Inside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Up by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
This is a good list, but I want to see a 35-year-old category. Let the vets have some fun, too. Come on, man.
Well, you need to lower the rim to 8 feet if you want that.
And get a medic on standby, too. And moving on now to that first half. Tough sledding so far for the home team.
Their defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you got to beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. To the middle. Lawson against Harper. It's rebounded by Lawson.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Washington out there with Harper. And there's Jackson. And it's Rose. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Second personal.
Looking now at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
That free throw, no good. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Pass to Harper. And they're on the break. And Lawson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lawson. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Boy, and that'll give him a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. They set the pick. Here's Jackson.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Off target from the baseline. And the foul on Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 5, Michael Garcia.
Pass to Lawson, and it's Parker in the corner. Lawson sets a screen for Parker. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Washington. Parker's shot is off. Got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Now here's Parker. Pass to Lawson. Driving in. That one goes. Count it.
When he gets room like that, look out, because he will score.
Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. They set the pick. Outside Jackson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Rose, he's checked in for Parker. The free throw drops for Jackson. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Anthony.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And, guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Now, here's Washington. He's got 7. That one, no good. In 39% from the floor. Not their best. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside Rose. And Rose throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Stolen by Jackson. Washington passes to Young. Back to Washington. Jackson kicks to Harper. For 3. And no good.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Lawson outside. Rose finds Lawson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Lawson. Left block shot on the way. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Well, you look at Garcia, 2nd in the NBA, a great defender.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Harper's got 6 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now, here is Garcia. And he hits the jumper for 2. 8 points for him.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Now here's Davis. No scoring in this one. Back to Rose. 1:41 left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Launches it. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Young looking around. Pass to Garcia. Harper against Rose. With the step back. And Harper slams it in.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And here's Young from the arc. It's good from long range. Young's got 6.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Now, here is Garcia. And here we go with Lawson running it right up the court. That's tipped. They recover it. It's good. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. Rose against Harper. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Silk is out there with the eraser. And there's Bottoms. Then there's Parker. Here's Lawson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And it's Davis missing. Being in this game, 45%. Lawson drives in. Lawson against Rose. The shot's good from Lawson.
When you get looks from there, you're doing a lot right.
So far, very efficient all around, about 55%. Rose, a screen on Parker to the paint, and Rose throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Rose has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Lawson sets a screen for Parker. Guarded by Garcia. Rebound by Garcia. Banked in off the glass.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Lawson outside. Guarded by Garcia. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Clark, one idea the Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
First free throw is good. Harper, he's checked in for Davis. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Parker against Jackson. Pass to Harper. Over Lawson. And Harper, the bucket on the assist by Jackson.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Harper's gone 6 of 14 on the night. Lawson outside. Lawson with a screen on Jackson. Back to Parker. Lawson in the corner. 6 to shoot. The shot's good from Lawson.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Outside Rose. Here's Harper driving to the basket, and he gets it to go. Harper's got 10 points in just the second half. Lawson outside. Pass to Lawson. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Now, here's Parker. Lawson outside. Three-pointer. No good from Lawson.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Fast break. Here we go. Here's Harper. Makes it off the glass.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Of pretty nice efficiency there. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
And now, your dance team.
Well, we have a chance now, a recap of one of the standout performances of our game, earning our player of the game.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. In recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
Here's Parker outside for Lawson. Back to Parker. Lawson in the corner. No good on the triple. Gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Outside Rose. Back to Washington. Down low. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Lawson sets a screen for Parker. Shoots from the right block. That one off the back iron and out. Gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Jackson looking it over.
2 minutes remaining.
There's the pick.
2 minutes.
Lets it go with the 3. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Rebound by Parker.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Washington. Here's Harper. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
They came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Young's checked in for Jackson. And the free throw, no good. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some change. Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now here's Harper. Harper with a screen on Rose. Here's Washington going inside, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
No good from Lawson. And so the road team gets the W in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cookies. You feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
KD, you were really setting the table for your teammates. Was that a conscious decision?
I just wanted to see the floor a little better than I did last game. See where the help is coming from, see if they're helping, doubling, shadowing, so I just try to play the game and be cerebral.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. And with New Year's fast approaching, let's see our power rankings for an idea of how everyone's year is looking. You take a look at the home team. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, right now for Utah, they continue to just chug along. I'm impressed with how under control they've been all season. They are as steady as it gets.
The starters for Utah. Well, Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season, and some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now, and their opponents do too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
Here's Floyd. Pass to Price. Tiny passes to Price. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Misses the 3. And it's Utah with the ball. Launches a 3. Doesn't go that time. And we're about a minute into the first. Pass to Floyd. There's a screen. Takes a 3. That one no good. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. Tonight, it's all about how they deal with the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach said it's simple. We cannot allow Morant to get downhill. That's it. The hard part is actually executing that game plan. Ja has so many moves. He's so quick and relentless. You can't lose track of him even for a moment. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
And the first one at the line is good. So hits one and misses one at the line. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. That one falls.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Pass to the quick. To the paint. Here's Collins. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
Shooting for Utah. Collins taking 2 shots.
And he drops it first. And that's good as he hits both shots. Gone 1 for 3 so far. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, Price, the pass to Floyd. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Flash. Utah grabs the miss.
Still trying to find their rhythm offensively. Just 1 for 4 so far.
Step back and fire. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
Here's Tiny. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen by Collins. This one for 3. Drops in the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Tiny. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Collins outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And he drives in. Tipped. Here's the break. Oh, got a piece of it. A shot that time, not on target. Utah leading by 4. To the middle. Here's Tiny. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
They set the pick. Utah with another miss.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Fast break, Utah. Up ahead. Shot's good by the quick.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Here's Tiny. Pass to Floyd. Here's Tiny. For 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, you know, you'd have to think that this wasn't their most impressive win this season, but it still counts as a W.
Yeah, and there's a lot they can still learn from that game and improve upon.
All right, let's get to the court. Oh, it is now for your Breakers Nxt.
Go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break.
And you know, over this stretch, they've really had their way in the open court, pushing the ball hard and getting those fast break points.
The home team on D. They trail by 1. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The baseline J. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Pass to Floyd. Soft touch off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 8 so far.
2 minutes remaining across 2 minutes.
From behind the arc, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively, and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Good on the 13-footer.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And despite lacking a consistent three-point stroke over his career, Tim, Najee Marshall has been a pretty consistent rotation piece.
Yeah, B.A., and he's done that despite the fact he was undrafted back in 2020. Defense really was his initial calling card. Offensively, he's looking to add to his game.
Making a name for himself now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team."
And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
To the inside. Here's Walker. He can't hit that time. Gone 6 of 11 so far. Drive by Brown. Capitalizes off the crossover.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
34 seconds left to play in the first. Walker sets the screen. Off the mark there with a 3. Gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Pushing it up now. And the jam by Walker.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Here's Floyd. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
The line for 1.
What's up?
At the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They're up by 3. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
So the Utah 5 right now. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. And front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. That one's off. That one misses. Here's Tiny. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Collins outside. Five to shoot. The three ball. Price pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one. Shields.
One shot.
And that one misses. Utah trails by 7. Pass to Collins. Utah moving the ball around. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Collins. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Collins. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Tiny. Nails the 16-footer. He's got 7.
When defenders give you that kind of space, you have to keep them honest.
Here's the quick. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Collins at the line for 2.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Collins. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Let's go with a 3. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Utah trails by 5. Out left to the wing. Lets it fly. Tries again. Flash grabs the miss. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Out of bounds, it'll be Utah's ball. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
Because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.